All right, welcome back to the afternoon show. We're live on TV3, and of course, we're streaming live on Facebook as well. Don't forget to share your comments with us. We're always excited to read it. But as we mentioned earlier, today we're very honored to have one of Ghana's finest actresses of all time join us on the afternoon show. And ladies and gentlemen, join us and welcome the one and only Nadia Buari.
And let's not fail to mention that she came with her brother, who happens to be a director as well, directed almost all her movies.
Oh, really?
Nadia Buari.
Yes.
Senior man.
B5,
welcome. Good to have you guys.
Thank you for
where do we begin from?
I know, right? There's a lot to talk about.
I'm well, thank you. Very well.
That's it.
I'm starstruck.
That's it.
I wouldn't even lie.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Let's talk about how you've been and how you've kept yourself all these years, because I can boldly say that you haven't aged at all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, now I'm blushing. I don't think the room is big enough to contain my head. But thank you very much. I've just really, I think I've just been focused on myself. I've been taking care of me, because this is what I have, you know, so. That's it.
Let's go back to the beginning, right? That's what we want to talk about. What a lot of people don't know is also that you're, not only are you an actress, of course you're a mother, we all know you're an entrepreneur, real estate person, also very good interior decorator. Most people don't know this, but you started out as an actor.
Yes.
School of Performing Arts. Tell us the story.
So I've always wanted to be an actress. Acting has always been my ardent passion. I've always wanted to do this. And of course, when I got into the School of Performing Arts, I decided to, study more about it. And while at School of Performing Arts, I met George Quay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did a production of his, production that he directed. So when he graduated, he worked with Village Communications, and they were looking for the lead, the female lead for that series, and he called, and I guess we're here today.
What's the name of the series?
Games People Play.
Okay, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you remember your co-actors on that production?
So I remember Miss Abiadati.
Wow.
Yes, she was, I think she played my mother.
Okay.
Yes, and then of course there was Jake Aynan. He's Nigerian. He directed that series. I don't think I remember the rest.
But let's talk about the whole 2000s era where we had the Beyonce movies and you acting alongside Jackie Appiah and all of that. Let's talk about that era. What was the experience like? I mean, take us down memory lane.
So when I started out, I was looking for, I was hungry for the experience and then the exposure. So, and in that time, of course, our go-to entertainment was our movies, was Ghanaian movies. And we all wanted to be a part of anything. We all wanted to feature in whatever came our way. And so, of course, but I was very privileged, my story was more like an overnight sensation because my very first feature, I played lead, and my subsequent movies were just lead. I was just lead from beginning to the end. And I had directors and producers call in to cast me for their movies, so I didn't really have to hustle so much,
Let's go to Jamel. He's quiet listening as if he's not part of the interview. I think for you, Jamel, just like me, just like Anita, just like the rest of us, we all watched, if I say we watched her growing up, she started feeling like she's old. But we did watch her, growing up. How was it feeling for you, like as someone who was aspiring to also be a director? Would you say that she inspired you to go into that field?
100%. So it was both her and my dad.
Okay.
So my dad is a director, and I used to sneak into his office and his editing room, and I would sit back and watch him do all of his work. And Nadia herself too has always been somebody that's been interested in movies. So most of the time she would tell me about her stories and would always try to figure out how we'll piece it together, and that was how it just started from there.
A truckload of stories.
Yeah, she does. She always has ideas all the time. Yeah, so that's how it started for me.
We have to mention that your dad is Alhaji Sidi Buari.
Alhaji Sidi Buari, shout out
the legendary Alhaji Sidi Buari.
Yes.
Yeah, and do you remember? Which movie is this?
So that was In the Eyes of My Husband.
In the Eyes of My Husband.
And this was Beauty and the Beast.
You remember every single movie?
And this is Behind a Smile.
Wow.
No, Playboy, actually. yeah.
Okay.
And that was Playboy as well.
Uh-huh.
And this was
Chelsea, I think.
Chelsea.
Yeah, was it Chelsea?
Yes. And that was
In the Eyes of My
In the Eyes of My Husband, yeah.
You see, so I know it too.
Yeah.
But how are you able to, I mean, know every single role? I mean, every single movie.
Maybe because of my looks. Because every character had a different look.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Okay, but
Do you
And this was Beyonce, Return of Beyonce.
okay.
Can you count your movies, your filmography? How many?
It
So
would
far?
be a little over 100. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Over
maybe
how many years?
like 100 or 150. Yeah.
Over
Wow.
how many years?
So I
if you remember?
think I started in 2000.
I mean, put you out there. That big movie, that big break. Which movie would you say it was?
I think it would be Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Yeah, I think it
Beyonce
would
was
be
everywhere.
Yeah, Beyonce was everywhere.
The walk.
And you know what's crazy? So the character actually wasn't originally Beyonce. She wasn't called Beyonce. When I
Okay.
got the script, immediately I could relate. And I said to the producer, I called Abdul Salam, and I said to him that I really believe that this movie would catapult my career to, and so if I want to be known by any name, I would like to be known by Beyonce.
Do people still call you Beyonce?
So you chose that name.
I chose that name, yeah. So I said to him, can my character be called Beyonce? And then he was like, yeah, sure. I mean, of course, as long as you can give me what I want. Yeah, and then.
The
so I
Gen
chose
Zs will not
Beyonce.
know this one.
I know.
And I mean, you've seen the industry since 2006, let's say. You know what it is like now. You're still producing. That's the industry now. You are the right person to tell us what you think the industry has become. What do you make of it now, given all these years you've been in it?
I feel like due to the diversities of viewing outlets via social media now, I don't think the hunger that people had for movies is waned. I think it's not as before, because now everybody's go-to entertainment is on their phones via, if it's not TikTok, is whatever. So, of course, while social media is good and is great, I feel like when it's really saturated, it derails people's attention. So I feel like now we have to do 10 times the work to create that awareness for people to, it's very different now as compared to when we started. Like I said, when we started, our go-to entertainment was our movies. I remember I would get our movies from the streets, hawkers,
Yeah.
I'd go to
The CD.
movies,
VCDs
exactly,
all the
yes.
time.
And then that was our source of entertainment. And sometimes we would just sit around with our families and watch TV and just wait for our movies. It's not like that anymore. I feel like people are focused on, watching other things.
There's sport for choice. There's sport for choice now.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we should ask Jamil
Jay.
as well. I mean, from a director's point, what do you also think? I mean, you've seen your sister through the years, how the industry was back then and then now. What is the major problem?
I don't know. I think to be honest with you, I think finances. I think budgeting. I think people are just not invested in movies anymore. And now it looks like it's more out of pocket now. So if you want to make a movie, like for example, the movie we just made, a lot of the budget came from her.
Okay.
So
Shortfall, yeah.
so it's like
yeah.
it gets very tough. You want to say something?
Oh, no. I'm just buttressing what you said.
So it gets very tough sometimes when you want to, produce a movie, and I think that's the major challenge right now. To be honest,
Yeah.
we could
What is
have
Go
investors and people that are interested in making movies like before. Then it would be better for us now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say you should tell us something we don't know about your sister.
Oh, I have a lot.
Please tell us.
Do you really want to know?
Yes,
want to
please.
know.
Do you truly
Go
want
for
to
it,
know?
Jay.
How
Go
much?
for it. Nadia,
How much
you
are you
ready?
paying me for?
And he'll end up saying there's nothing. Trust me, I know
What
my
don't
brother.
we know? What do you know that we all don't?
No, the thing is, I'm actually going home with her, so I'm just thinking about it. I'm trying to
you gonna
contemplate.
do?
Okay, so what do I say?
I mean, okay,
Okay,
but-
just one.
yeah.
Just one.
That we don't know.
I don't think.
She's very goofy.
Goofy.
Okay.
No, she
Yes.
see it on her socials.
No,
On
but
Instagram.
like she's very goofy behind the scenes. I don't think a lot of people know this. So let me tell you one thing, right? So a lot of people feel like on set when they see her, she's quiet and she's just on her phone and stuff like that. But she is far from that. Like she's somebody that will sit in the car and mess around with you and crack jokes and laugh around and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's one thing I think a lot of people don't know.
You're saying the nice things. Please tell us the one. Say the
Let me
unnice things,
see.
please, Jay. The unnice one.
I don't know. Like I said, I have to go home with her. So.
I mean, he's trying to play safe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
that's
I
good as
wanted
well.
to know too. So
See,
Okay.
Jay, we all want to know.
All right, but Nadia, in as much as you love being on set and doing the movies and we love watching you, you love music as well. We know you're a big Stonebwoy fan.
yes,
mean,
yes,
what-
I love music.
what is
and
it
I'm
about?
a huge Stonebwoy.
What is it about Stonebwoy? I mean, his music that you love.
I think it's just the diversity. I think it's just, you don't, every time you hear a Stonebwoy's music, it's different. It's just different genres. He can give you the
dancehall.
the dance hall. He can give you the R&B. He can give you
Afrobeat.
Afrobeat, the high love, the high life, the hip life. He can give you everything. I think that's what I love about him. He's very versatile.
But at any point, do you think of doing music? Because we saw you in movies trying to, be.
So there's one thing.
There you go. Finally, Jay.
So I have in my possession certain songs that Nadia has made. Now, I think on the right time or when the time is right, I would bribe her with it.
Wait, how
to
many
put it
years
out.
ago?
When did you record that song?
Please.
She has this single.
I have this. I
Yes,
do have
in
this
my
single.
possession.
Yes,
have
I
it.
do. Yes.
Yes, I'll
has
blackmail
a
her.
single.
Hopefully,
Really
yes,
soon.
I have.
But
yes.
why didn't you release it?
So when growing up, I actually wanted to be. There were three things I wanted to be. I wanted to be a musician. I wanted to be a flight attendant.
Okay.
I wanted to be a musician. Actually, being a musician was actually the first thing I wanted to be. Was my love, and then I realized maybe my voice was not really. My voice would not permit me to do that, and so of course, and then the cabin crew. It came with its challenges, and I was like, okay, then I'll do acting. So maybe at one point in my life, I would veer into that.
We would
And you
love
feature
to see it.
Stonebwoy.
I mean, I think he would feature me.
Right.
Okay. Okay,
Right.
we would love to see that particular collaboration as well. But in recent times, we've seen you also produce some few movies. And how has it been like? I mean, comparing it to acting back then and now being, the main person championing a particular movie project.
So I got into movie producing because I felt I wasn't challenged enough. I felt the scripts that I was receiving, the roles I was playing were not really challenging. So I'm a thriller and horror freak, and every time I would get a script, it was either the lover girl or I was after somebody's boyfriend. And I just got tired of that. And I felt like I had too many, so like my brother said, I had too many stories, and so I felt if I ventured into producing my own movie, I could play the characters I've always wanted to play. And that's why I got into that. But, what? No, say it. No, say it.
No, I like what you're saying.
Say it.
I like what you're saying. Go ahead.
No, but say it.
No.
And you have about 4?
So yes, and then, so my first movie was Diary of Imogen Brown, which I directed. My brother assisted at the time, and he edited as well.
Okay.
But it was very tedious, being in front of the camera and behind the camera.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was so crazy. Every time we went on set, the monitors, for some reason, was not working. It would be working in the studio, but we'd get on set and then it was not working. And so every time we shoot a scene, I'd have to go back and have the DOP replay it, and it got really exhausting. So I said to myself, my next movie, I'm gonna just hand it over to my brother and have him direct it, and it's been like that. This was extreme. I mean, I couldn't have made any better decision. Yes. So I think we've shot 4 movies so far.
movies.
4 movies. We'll talk about the one premiering soon, but let's go into the lighter conversation. Actor to actor. I know sometimes I get asked this question a lot, and I'm sure you get asked that too. Kissing scenes in movies. First of all, I mean, do you get asked that about kissing scenes?
What questions?
About okay, do we put our feelings into our kissing scenes? Do you guys have you been asked that before?
Well, yes. Well, the questions have been: is it real? Are your kissing scenes real? Yes. Yeah.
Are they real?
Well, of course, they're not real. However, it's make believe. However, we're trying to convince people. So
Okay.
we were really kissing,
It's
but
real
it's
for
just
the
that
characters.
it's just real. It's real for the
characters.
audience.
Characters.
The characters.
Yes, the characters you're playing.
Oh, it's real for the characters.
characters.
Yeah, the characters. Yeah,
not for the actors.
Yeah, for not
When
not
you
for the
say
actors.
it's not real, you mean the actors do not have their feelings involved.
So there are no feelings. There are no. I mean, come on. We're filming in front of like 20, 30 people. You can't possibly have your feelings involved. And to also say that you're doing it over and over again. It's a shot. It's a take that we're doing like maybe 3, 4, 5 times, and you're going to be doing the same thing over. I mean, come on.
And that's because Majid got asked this question about who his favorite kiss in the movie was ever. And he said it was Genevieve.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm thinking that perhaps maybe actors have their favorite kisses. I'm not asking as an actor, I'm just asking as a presenter. Do you ever have that?
Do I have a favorite?
Like a favorite kiss so far? From the beginning of Game People's Play, right, to today?
Beyonce.
No.
Nadia has been modest, isn't she? Jay, so we have some on the screen. Was that Van Vicker?
Yes.
That's Van Vicker, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then...
Is that my sister?
Is that my Jay?
Please close your eyes. Close your eyes.
No way.
Oh, so they are no favorites at all?
No.
Interesting.
But have you had, I mean, yeah.
What's difficult about acting? What's the most difficult thing about acting?
Like this.
Doing this is difficult.
Yes.
The kissing scene?
Yes.
It's difficult?
Yeah, it's difficult.
Why?
It's difficult.
The breath?
Well, the most.
I'm just asking.
Godwin, really.
Well, first of all, being anybody is difficult because as actor, you're not yourself. You're playing a role. You're embodying a character. So being that person is difficult. So I think it starts from there, and then of course there are challenges with regards to if you're playing the role to the best of maybe the director's interest or the director's.
Yeah, I can understand. Like being intimate with somebody that you don't know.
Yeah,
That
it's difficult.
sounds difficult.
Okay, but have you had a situation on set? I mean, that was very awkward.
And uncomfortable?
With regards to kissing?
Not just kissing, but any role that made you very uncomfortable.
Oh, come on, I've been doing this for years, so there have been moments. As to whether I remember, I don't.
What do you do to get out of it?
To get out of it, so I have a snap button unconsciously. So whenever there's something going on that I'm not too crazy about, I just, snap that button and immediately my war face is up and I have to play the role.
Let's talk about your favorite actors, international and locally. Both of you, actually. We'll start with Jay. Jay, your favorite actors internationally and at home?
My favorite actress, Nadia Buari. And I'm not just saying that because she's here.
I know.
But she just taught me a lot. And I've learned a lot from her. And, I've lived with her. So I understand what she has to go through and how she's very hardworking and all that. So,
Oh, Jay,
yes,
you're
I'd
the
give her that.
sweetest.
Yeah, well, let me stop this. But yes, it's true.
And then internationally will be
Say Jamel.
Jamel. Internationally will be who?
Jamel.
No, he's asking you.
Internationally, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought because she's international as well.
I mean,
Yeah, so it's like...
Wait, what? Why are you my brother? Why are you my brother? Why are you
my
my
goodness, these
brother?
people.
She's international.
Okay.
as
Your
well,
relationship is
I mean,
just
aside
cool,
Nadia, that's what we're asking.
I mean,
Aside
to be honest
Nadia.
best the worst, best the worst.
I don't think a lot of
best
people
the-
know this, but Megan Good. But that's for personal reasons though.
Oh,
Personal
right.
She's a beauty.
Now we know.
But in terms of but seriously though, international, I think I'll give it to Nadia. Local, international,
Gracias,
everywhere.
gracias.
Nadia, aside you, please.
Aside me.
Yes,
I wasn't even
definitely.
going to
That's not
mention
mentioning
me.
Jamel. So you have to
But
say
you're not
Jamel
an
'cause I'm
actor.
I acted.
You don't, goodness.
Remember?
You had a
Hello?
cameo.
Yes.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was just a short
It's
cameo.
Jamel.
Yes, there you go.
Jamel. Your favorite actor is Jamel?
Yes,
So
yes,
far.
yes. My favorite actor, yes, Jamel. Hands down, international, local, international.
Maybe you should say it.
Oh,
Maybe you should
Lord.
say it now.
No, it's Jamel.
Yes,
Nadia,
it's true.
please.
No, to be fair,
but why?
she
It
always
looks like
looks at
Gordon
my
is expecting
scene.
something else.
She looks at my scene and she's like, wow.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, that's true.
That
Oh
too,
my God,
that
you
30
nailed, you
seconds
nailed,
thing
you
is-
nailed, you nailed this role. You
Well, let's
nailed
talk
this
about
role.
let's talk about being an actress, being a mother, being an entrepreneur. How are you combining all of this, and how are you doing it? How are you making it in this economy that we're all complaining in?
So the economy has to do with what, raising the kids, or
Everything.
The
I
hardship.
mean, the hardship.
Yeah.
okay, well, I get to do what I'm doing really because I'm so blessed. I have the most incredible mother who assists me, who is able to help me with my home while I'm out there chasing my dreams and chasing the money, you know. So I'm fortunate. I can't complain. And plus, I don't live beyond my means, you know. I'm not racing with anybody. I'm in my own race, you know. So if whatever it is enough for my family, it's okay. That's the focus. Yeah.
Shouts to my mama.
Mama,
Yeah.
Mama, shout out to you.
We see a lot
Mama
of
Cardi.
pictures of you and her.
Shouts to mama.
Yeah, but let's also talk about recently there's been, I won't necessarily call it pressure, but you see a lot of young people wanting our celebrities, people with the platform to talk about social issues, talk about the state of the country. Sometimes, do you feel any kind of pressure of that sort?
I do, of course, because I'm in the country and I face these things. The only thing is that as a celebrity, once you air your opinion, it's automatically attributed to one political party or not. And while you want to be neutral, that's the only thing that holds you back. But of course, sometimes you really cannot help it because you're a part of the country, you're part of the people, and we all want a better Ghana. So I have to ignore whatever it is, whatever castigation I'm going to get or whatever affiliations I'm going to have, and just, you know, just air my opinion.
Absolutely.
I think to even attest to that, I saw that you reshared Stoneboy's video talking about Galamsey.
Yeah.
So you say that's your own way of also helping.
Yes, that's
make
definitely
noise,
my own.
make noise
Yes,
about
yes,
What do you
yes.
think of Galamsey though? What, I know I'm putting you on the spot. Clearly you agree. Clearly you agree
Yeah.
to
Terrible
what
thing.
Stoneboy is saying. Yeah.
We definitely want it eradicated.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's-
I mean, our forefathers protected this country for us to enjoy it. And we only have one Ghana, and we have to also try to protect it for our children. You know, every time I do anything, I think about my children. I think about their children, you know, so.
All right, let's get into
The new
the
one.
latest one. Let's talk about the movies, which I know Mr. Nambo is in, but let's even talk about the production itself. I mean, what went into the movie?
So I would tell you for a fact that filming Forever in the Night was extremely challenging because majority of the movie, 95% of the movie was shot in the night. And as a very hands-on mother, as a very present mother, we'll start filming maybe like from 7, and then we're wrapped up like around 5 a.m. Then I go home and I have to get the kids ready for school and drop them off, come back. I only have a little window to try to nap. And when I'm up, I have to go back and get the kids. And when I'm back, I have to go to work. I have to go on set, you know. So it was really challenging. But apart from that, nothing else. Everybody brought their A game. My brother did an amazing job with the movie. Yes, he directed
well,
it.
we can't wait to see it, but what's the storyline about? Forever in the Night.
So, Forever in the Night, so the movie was born from a dream. Yes, I had a dream. Usually I don't remember details of my dreams. I would wake up, either I've forgotten the dream or I would just remember maybe one scene and then that would be it.
Yeah.
But this particular story, I remembered everything from beginning to the end. So immediately, and it was me finding love in one night.
Okay.
Yes, and immediately I woke up, I called my brother And I was like, Jay, I think I have the most simple love story that I think we can film. Because for a long time, because of budget, we have been trying, we have like crazy stories that of course budget would not allow us executed. So for a long time, and then when I thought about this movie, I was like, it's really simple and I think we can execute it. So he came over, had a plot synopsis down, and then we tried to develop it. But of course, my brother being a genius, he put his twist to it, and Forever in the Night was born.
Okay.
What went into casting Jay?
Especially casting him.
That's a very good one. But before then, I'd just like to say, because you're part of the movie, can I ask you questions?
Yes,
if that
you
is okay.
can.
So,
Yes, you
welcome to the
can.
afternoon show. My name is Nadia Buari. I'm here with Anita and.
Nadia.
Sure. Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't mind. Let's go. You ready?
Yes, come.
Okay. Come. Well, but I mean, it's fine. I can sit here and then I can ask you the
Please
questions.
ask him all the questions. We have all
So
the
yes,
time.
welcome to the afternoon show. Like I said before, yes, this is the B5 edition.
B5.
I am here with Godwin Numbo and the beautiful Nadia Buari. So Godwin, let me start with you. First of all,
Please, first of all, I won't forget the name. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
yes. First of all, tell me about the director, though. Let's start with the director. Let's start with what's important. Let's go with the director.
Jay.
Let's tell me about the director. Let's go.
Nadia wasn't lying when she said you were such an amazing person. I think Jamel is one of the most humble people I've met. He's so humble. Throughout the filming, you were never angry. I was angry a lot of times.
Hey, angry. Statement. This human being was from beginning to
I was
the end.
angry because, you're filming a project, NS. So I was working at my former television station at the time. And, you do the morning show. When you're done with the morning show, you just have a little window. And then by 6, 7, you're back on set, filming throughout the night. And you don't sleep. Then you have to take your dry ice, go back to the morning show. So the cycle was that. So the slightest thing, got to me. But Jay, as a director, even though it's not his movie, it's his sister's movie, he was so calm. He was always, I'm like, why is this guy so calm? Can he just move and do something? Yeah, so fantastic guy, I must say,
Oh,
Jay.
thank you. So
are.
sweet, so sweet. So yes, and what would you say was the most challenging scene for you?
The most challenging scene.
Not in detail though, but just so we don't give away.
The most
challenging scene.
I think the most, wow, I never thought about it. But the most challenging scene would probably be that night in the grass with the insects.
Yes, with yes, I remember that, yeah.
Filming it, and we have to keep doing it, and the cameras will mess up, and then, you have to wait and do it again. It was supposed to be a romantic scene. It was something else.
Remember the night we were shooting and it was almost dawn and the skies were going bright on us.
We lost the night.
Yes, we did.
Usually we're scared to lose the day.
Yes,
Now
and
we
then
actually
it was like the
lost
opposite
night.
this time round.
And we had to go and do it over again.
Yeah,
It was nah.
But how long did it take to film the entire movie?
I think almost 3 weeks.
Yeah, almost 3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, close to 3 weeks. Yeah, close to a month, I think. Yeah.
So there you have it on your screen. And you also had your sister in there, Samara Buari. Big up to Samara.
Yes.
And Queen Star.
Mr. Neffy, yeah.
And then I think your love interest, the gentleman Fred,
Yeah, Fred.
was his first,
Yeah, his
And
acting
that's
debut.
Mr. Numbo.
the first time playing that role. Should we listen to it? And come
Yeah,
back?
I think we should. Okay.
so-
Well, looks like we'll take that pretty later. Okay.
So,
We're seeing some new faces
And
as well. And the Stone Boy.
Stoneboy was in there.
What was his role?
We can't tell you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't tell you. You need to come and see it.
We need to-
On the 9th from the 9th of November.
Okay.
Not 8th, not 7th, not 6th. 9th.
Okay.
So from the 9th, still showing in the cinemas. So yes, make time and then watch the movie. You would love it.
We are loving what we're seeing already.
Yes.
I'm glad you're loving
But
it.
I like to say it was an honor working with everybody, Godwin, Nadia, Queen Star Neffy, Samara Buari, Stoneboy. Everybody was just perfect to work with. I loved it.
Everybody brought their
And I want to
A-game.
do it again. We should do another one.
Another
very
one.
soon.
Another Forever and a Night.
Yeah, maybe.
Like
maybe
a
Forever
sequel.
in a Day or something.
Yeah,
Forever in a Day. Yes.
Okay.
Switch it up on them.
Well,
when they don't expect it. Yes.
Well, let me ask Godwin, what was your favorite, scene? Favorite time? Favorite part of the movie?
I think every part that I had to play with Nadia was my favorite. It's not our first time working together.
Okay.
Yes, it will be our second time. If you watch the first project, people had very good things to say about
What was it
the
about, the first
relationship,
project?
the chemistry. 21 Days Inside.
Okay.
Locked up in a house. She was a landlady. I rented her
landlady?
space. Yeah, I rented her space, and we were there for 21 days, something like during the COVID
Okay.
lockdown. So that's where the relationship built. And then with this, which is Nadia's project, every scene. I can't say certain things.
I know.
But
I know. No
every scene
spoilers.
was my favorite, because it was natural. We weren't really acting because we were friends. So I think that's what made it easy for me. Yeah.
Except the
Yeah.
times everybody was tired.
Yeah.
I know,
Except
right?
the times everybody was
Everybody was
tired.
just cranky.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
But we
tough.
still, but you guys put on a hell of a show. Like, yo, you guys.
Thank
are
you.
awesome.
We can't wait to
Thank you.
see it. We
Yeah.
just
Thank you
can't
so
wait.
much.
But Nadia, let's take you back. How's motherhood?
Exhausting. I won't lie, but I think it's my greatest achievement.
Your greatest
Yeah,
achievement?
I think being a mother is my. You don't know what it feels like. I mean, this is not to say to like this is. I mean, I'm not trying to sound any way to the people who are not able to have their own kids, but being a mother is just it's beautiful. You wake up. You've actually created little human beings, and you wake up in the morning, and they look at you and they smile, and all you hear is "I love you, Mama." And I think and my kids love to remind me how much they love me. And I think it's the best thing in the world for me. Even when I have a very chaotic day,
Yeah.
I'm just reminded.
They say a lot of sorries and I love you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry and I love you.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, Mama. I love you,
I love
Mama.
you,
I'm sorry,
Mama.
Mama. I
Yeah.
love you, Mama. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
What would you say has been your greatest lesson, having been in this industry for over 2 decades? What would you say you've learned so well? And if you could go back to just correct a few things and change, you would?
I think I'll trust less.
Hey, Anita,
No, yes. No, she's sharing. We need to
Nadia,
listen.
please, you
Nadia,
go
please
ahead.
share. Very, very necessary.
No, it's a lot of people don't understand why I keep to myself. A lot of people don't understand why every time I have a break, I go into my car and I'm at my friend. Like he said, if you get to know me, you would know that I'm the goofiest person. And a lot of people would say, and people misconstrue that as arrogant,
Yeah.
but I'm not at all. It's just, I've learned the hard way not to trust anybody. So if I would do this, if I would go back to start all over, I would just go and do my job and go home.
Yeah, absolutely. But have you thought of, training some young people, rising stars, having a masterclass of some sorts? Because we'd love to learn from the likes of you, Jackie, Van, Majid.
I've been asked this question. I've been told to do. I think maybe in the future I would. I feel like I don't necessarily think I know it all. I'm still learning, and I want to be able to say that at least I know this much to be able to impact, and I believe it's only a matter of time. When it's time, I will.
And I know you've always been interested in using new faces. Like you're always like trying
Yes,
to get
yes,
new
that's
people
that's
all the
one thing.
time.
Yes, with
Yeah.
my production, even when I shot my very first movie, I didn't even want to be in it.
Okay.
But we had months of auditions for
Yeah.
the role I played, and I couldn't really get anybody to play that, and because I wanted to use different. I felt like we were tired of the Nadias and the rest. Yeah. So I just wanted to, and I feel like it was important for me to use my platform to give people the chance, to unearth their talents. And that's what I wanted to do. But sometimes it gets really challenging, especially when you have a particular role and you're not really getting it, yeah.
I'll ask you like Jay asked. What would you say about your co-actor sitting here, please? I mean, you see it's coming. Please, what would you say?
I didn't see
No,
it.
right, go ahead.
I think David was awesome.
Not the character.
But
I was
was
like,
not the character?
David was
Yes.
the character. Not David was awesome. Absolutely.
David was awesome.
We're not giving the story away. Did you ask about you as a director or you as a person? You asked about you, right?
Yes, yes. the
Yeah, yeah.
director,
So
yes.
I'm asking, what would you say about
And because he was himself.
Yeah.
You were different.
Yes.
David.
It comes as Jobel Boy.
Exactly.
So,
Jay was the director. He wasn't
yes.
playing any. He was the
Exactly.
director. So what do you want to know, Godwin? Tell me.
So I'm asking you.
What do you want to know?
What would you say about
You want me
your
to tell me
co-actor?
that? Okay, I like the fact that you were very efficient. I like the fact that even though half the time you were upset, and I understood why, but you were.
Go ahead. Please.
You brought your A game.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I get.
You were amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
At least you're amazing. Yeah, that is good. But
Yeah.
Nadia, is there
And I
role-
would definitely cast you again.
There we go.
Oh, that's good. That's
Thank
good
you.
feedback.
Thank you so
then.
much.
Yeah. But Nadia, is there a role you've ever wanted to play that you haven't played yet? Or someone you want to
Beyonce.
act
That's a very good question because before I shot Deranged, I've been wanting to play a deranged person, a mentally retarded, somebody who had schizophrenia. I've been wanting to play that role, and I didn't think anybody had given me that, and that's it. So I just wrote.
And she nailed it.
Yes.
What would
She
you say in
she
a-
scared
I
us
think-
on set, though.
Right.
To be
Yes.
honest.
But it was a
Even
biopic.
Ramsey
Ramsey was like, hey, stop it.
wait. Come
Change
out of this.
yourself.
Come out
Come
of
out
this.
of
Come out
this.
of this character.
It's like, director,
But it
look,
looked that
this is the
real.
problem.
Yeah, even filming it,
Yeah,
it looked
yeah.
that real.
But-
There was one scene that
yeah.
I walked into the room, and then
Yes.
after that, he was like, wait, please tell Nadia to come out of it.
Director, stop, tell it.
What about a biopic?
Yeah.
If you were to play someone, would you like to play someone? A real life person, dead or alive?
I have to put some thoughts into that.
Not okay.
No,
Beyonce?
no.
Oh.
No.
I don't know why I think you'd like to play
Wow.
Beyonce. I don't know why I
No.
thought that.
Why would you think that? So I've
just-
always admired.
I know
so
you
I've-
like her.
I mean,
yes,
it's
I've
a-
always admired Beyonce. I think mainly for her work ethics. You know, I feel like Beyonce, even at Beyonce being Beyonce, she's still very hungry, and that's the message I try to preach everybody around me. Like I'm like, it shouldn't always be it for you. You should always aim, like just keep pushing, no matter how far you think you have reached. And I feel like I take that inspiration from Beyonce, and that's why I love her. I mean, aside from the fact that she's incredibly beautiful, she's talented and all of that, but it's mainly because of her work ethics.
Okay.
And I think my brother can attest to the fact that I'm very hardworking.
And
Yeah.
also, that's a good suggestion. But who's going to do the dancing? Definitely not her.
Hey, you're going home with me.
You're going with me.
You'll be left at TV. Yeah, Anita, go ahead.
Yeah. Some of your colleagues have also told your stories by writing books. JT, Yvonne, and some others. Do you have plans of doing that? The Nadia Buari story.
Definitely, because I feel like, but not right now.
Okay.
Maybe in the future.
Wow.
Yes, but not right now.
Well, what
Because I
other
feel like
movies?
there's so much to me that not a lot of people know. Yes.
Would love to know, but
And
what
Jay
of the
couldn't tell
movie?
us.
Playing.
No,
and-
it's
Maybe
not.
very
It's
soon.
not. It's not a character attribute. I think it's just, or it's not a character trait. I think it's
Life story.
Yeah, it's just my
Right.
story. Yeah, because I'm so private, you know. So there's so much people don't know.
Yeah.
If someone were to play you on the movie, tell your story, which actress would you like to do that?
We haven't found.
We haven't found the person yet.
haven't found
First of all, we need the person to look up.
Yeah.
Maybe Samuel Buari.
Yeah.
Samara, Mimi,
Who?
Who?
what's forgetting her name?
Oh, Mimi Buari.
Yeah.
Oh
Mimi
no,
Buari.
no, no.
yeah,
So there's this really sweet actress. I
Mimi
think
Buari,
she's
yeah, I
up and
met her.
coming. Yeah, you
Yeah,
met
we
her.
shot- we
Yeah,
shot,
we shot with
yeah,
her.
we shot
Yeah,
with her, yeah.
her name is Mimi
Yeah,
Buari.
yeah.
But
Very
she's
sweet
not
girl.
related to us in no way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow. It's been an interesting conversation. But before you go, Nadia, a lot of people look up to you. There are lots of people who want to be like Nadia Buari. But one other thing that over the years has stood out when it comes to your career, your personality, is the fact that we don't hear scandals about Nadia Buari, no controversies. She's minding her business. How do you do it, and which advice would you give to young people who want to be like you?
So, first of all, if I was not even acting, I would try to lead by example because I'm the first of 5 kids. You know, I have these ones looking up to me. So I have to unconsciously, or consciously or unconsciously, I have to do the right thing and lead by example. So that has always been with me. And so I've always tried to. And also, I have people who admire me. And the family I come from, you cannot, especially my mom, you cannot mess up. You know, and she's always there to make sure my head is screwed on, you know, so that's that for me. And so definitely I would tell the young girls out there to be focused, you know, and I feel also because I have God, I'm very disciplined, I'm very spiritual, and I feel like I don't think I would have come this far if it hadn't been the intervention of God. And so when you put God first, I think he literally takes you through life.
Absolutely.
And I mean, you did say that growing up, you wanted to be a musician, and you wanted to be an actor, and you wanted to be a flight attendant. And I also mentioned that you do actually do real estate and interior decor and all that. But aside acting, what people know you for, are there other things you'd like to get into?
Get into or am into?
Get into.
Nothing that I'm not already doing.
Okay.
Well, let me say
You
this.
have a foundation as well.
Okay.
Oh,
NGO
yes.
as well.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I do, yes.
Yeah.
You have a
Thank you for
foundation?
reminding me, yes.
Into, yeah,
Yes,
she's very
so-
deep into the NSP Foundation.
Okay.
Very deep into that.
And how's that going?
Beautiful.
So it's funded completely from out of my pocket, you know, and of course there's only so much I can do. But I try to reach out when I can. Yeah.
I think you're very modest, and you don't talk about how
Yeah.
you're paying for people's fees in school who do not
Yes,
know
that's
that
yeah.
you're the one paying their fees.
Yes.
Such a beautiful
There's like
thing
Yeah.
that you have.
so many things I can
Yeah.
list right now. We have records of all of them. And I think, like you said, she's just being modest right now.
Yeah,
But I
very
guess
modest.
I'd wait for her. When the time is right, she would tell you,
Right.
you know, everything. Yeah, but it's something she's very invested in as well. Yeah.
Okay, well, Nadia, I mean, right from the beginning of the conversation, I mentioned that you look literally the same.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm sure the girlies out there will be like, oh, what does Nadia use? How come she's looking all beautiful every time? What do? Do you exercise? Do you have some beauty secret somewhere? I mean, we want to know. So the way Nadia is laughing, it's like...
Jay.
Okay, so these two.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so
That's a
I
good question.
don't regularly, and please, I don't want to hear any
Regularly.
comments. I don't regularly exercise as
Okay.
much as I would want to, but I do go for walks.
Okay.
I go for walks with my kids. But it's probably like once in a week. Once in a week.
Once in a month?
And
What's it about? Yes.
nobody has invited you. But I feel like maybe because, I mean, this will sound really cliche. I mind my business.
Thank you.
Yes, I mind my business, and I am determined, I'm focused in what I'm doing, and that's pretty much it. I don't pay attention to the noise around. It doesn't get to me, you know. So I feel like once you do that and drink a lot of water.
Yes. Yes.
So Forever in the Night is premiering on the 9th of November at the Silver Bear Cinema, 7 p.m. You really, really don't want to be late because Red Carpet is at 6 p.m.
Okay.
Come, let's take pictures, let's have fun. We see Nadia's NSP Productions' latest movie.
Are we getting
We are
some tickets?
Are we getting some? Why are you asking
Yeah,
me?
you're part of it. I mean,
Yes, we
Are we
can.
getting
Are you-
tickets
are you
for-
giving
We'll
us
be nice enough to give out like 5 tickets.
yes.
But it will come
Our
at
viewers.
At a-
cost.
yes,
what
it will
is
come
it
at a
cost?
cost. We
Answer
need to
some
ask you. We need
We'll
to
figure
ask.
it out.
Yes, we need to ask certain
Our
questions.
viewers' questions?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Yeah, we
Yes.
can do that. Let's
We'll do
it.
that. So you give us the tickets, we'll ask them. But thank you so much, Nadia Buari.
Thank you for
It's
having
a
us.
pleasure
Thank you for
having you.
having
Thank you
us.
very much,
Thank you.
Jamel.
Thank you.